Like, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Today we're going to do bulk cargo down in Madagascar, it looks like. Ambidofotatra. Alright, cool. So this is going to take 30 minutes. Let's jump in. So it's VFR, which is good because we don't have the IFR rating. I did a mission offline, a ferry flight, to gain some credits, and it started off as a VFR and ended in an IFR, and it was a real pain, and I got penalised a lot for ignoring ATC because I kind of had to, because they would not for the life of me give me permission to land at the runway I was supposed to land at, so kind of had to ignore them, and then I got penalised heavy for it. But apart from that, we did fine. I did a second skydiving mission, because in order to unlock the banner towing, we need 5 sightseeing or skydiving missions. So I did another skydiving mission. I actually got an S for that, an S rating. It was pretty perfect. The execution time for that was really good. So that's how we managed to score a S rating. I'd love, in my office, to see previous flights, you know, flight hours in certain aircraft, etc. But we'll do this today at 67.71 kilometers. So it's quite a distance. It says it's going to take half an hour, and I genuinely feel like it's possibly going to take half an hour. But we'll see what we can get out of this 172. We might be able to cut that time in half. I will have to change my controller settings at the beginning. I don't know why, but for some reason, every time I load in a mission now, none of my controllers work. No HOTAS, no Xbox controller, only keyboard and mouse. It sort of screws everything up. So we'll fix that immediately. I'm just checking my... yeah, so throttle down, mixture lever at full for when the time comes, because the engine won't start otherwise. And we'll come... oh no, it's actually ready. There you go, airline cargo horizon. Let's go. 148,000 XP. That should pop us up a few levels. I think you need to be at level 20 before you can start your own company. You need to have level 20, at least 25,000. Because you need to buy insurance for the plane as well. So we'll see how we get on. I think I'll start my new company when I get to about 30,000. But you have to do the first main cargo mission first. Unlock all the other cargo missions. And from what I've heard, skydiving and cargo transport at the beginning is sort of the way to go in order to get money. Once we've got our own company up and running, because you get paid so well for those flights, even though there's a lot of aircraft maintenance and your foretold insurance, you can sort of barter through the licenses. You can sometimes do 2, 3 at a time, the amount of money you make off of one job. Alright, Horizon Cargo. That guy's leaving. Is that fuel truck? Right, there's us. The ground crew are popping in existence. I've noticed the loading times and things are a lot better. This is a completely new part of the world that we haven't been to previously, and then we're going to go into here and then make sure. Right, so controls, yeah, single engine. So it's actually saved. I wonder it's because if there was an update, it sort of maybe reset everything, but apparently everything is good to go. Right, get the thing started up.
Hi there, it's Widad.
Hey
Now that
Widad.
we're all set up, let me go over the important details with you. Loose cargo on board. This is a very important shipment for one of our clients. Needs to get to Mbadifo promptly. Our sensitive cargo containers
Looks
are
like
built
narcotics
to handle
to me.
but maintain a constant flight speed and adapt to changing conditions. A prompt and safe delivery is key for the success of our business.
Changing conditions.
All the pertinent
Better not
information
change
in
the
your
flight to
packet is
IFR
on
halfway
record.
through. I'm
Safe
gonna be
travels.
pissed. Okay, Winadad, you've spoken a lot. Can we go now?
Foxtrot Mike November, Charlie Traffic Cessna 5 Romeo. Whiskey Papa Whiskey is taxiing to runway 29er.
Alright, let's go. Now I'm apparently turning left. Oh, the whole chart is basically there. That's sweet. The buildings are loading in as well. That's cool. The trees are probably not in places they should be. Alright, request to enter the runway, please. Thank you.
Foxtrot Mike November, Charlie Traffic Cessna 5 Romeo. Whiskey Papa Whiskey, taking off runway 29er departure to the south.
I think this runway is long enough. Yeah, I can just go. Or does it want me to turn? Ah, it wants me to turn at the bottom of the runway. That's painful. Alright, so this is why this mission takes half an hour. Because you're going to spend about 15 minutes of it just taxiing to the end of the runway. I'm going to keep touching the brakes now and then or we'll get a stupid taxi speed warning. Although I wonder if because we're on the runway it sometimes doesn't penalise you. Oh, the wind is dead. There's no wind today. Nice. Yeah, everything is loading in much better. Madagascar seems to be the place to be. Christ, that was literally taxiing for a whole kilometre to get to our takeoff point. Taxi to start of runway 29, take off from runway 29. Alright. There we go. Lots of space to turn here, so that's nice. Make a U-turn, yep, I'm on it. Turn, 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 turn. And then we're good to go. We'll get lined up on center line and we're off. This is weird. This is like the first place I've been where there's like no wind. Maybe there's a little bit of wind. Alright, climb at 500 feet. I've heard that the hybrid measurement system in this is not working correctly, which is sad. Because it should give us feet and altitude and knots for speed, but it doesn't. So we're only climbing at 500. We are facing the wrong way. So it is going to make us turn. There we go. It's a left turn to Ambidiatafa Airport. Right, this is not my aircraft. So I'm just going to run it full throttle all the way. It does want me to climb at 1500. That's totally fine. I could have possibly cut that left hand just to get us going in the actual direction quicker, but it doesn't matter. Climb at 1500. Oh yeah, okay. I can see why we have to climb to 1500. How's she looking outside? There we go. Yeah, the scenery is definitely loading in way better. I don't know if there are this much trees in Madagascar. Seems like a lot. Not that many trees in the movie. Right, now I just want speed. Which way does she want to go? She wants to sort of go down, so maybe trim her up a bit. You sort of holding steady there? Yeah, you kind of are. Alright. Madagascar looks like a nice place. I've never been. That's a lot of trees. The amount of trees seem excessive. Again, I've never been there. And then 61 kilometers to go, Jesus. This is a flight and a half. It wouldn't be so bad if we were on something a bit quicker. But we can sort of get to 125 knots in this before it starts becoming an issue. There we go. 60 kilometers to go. Once we get over the water, yeah, RPMs, okay, it's because I'll bring it back just a touch, just to keep it off that red line. I can maybe just set the autopilot, nav on. Will you just sort of hold me there? It's a bit turbulent. Altitude 2350. I need to bring that down. That's heading. That's nav. Course. But if it's set in altitude, right, I should be able. Ah, there's altitude. Yeah, bring it down to 1400 feet. Yeah, so it's telling me that I should be going over that way, but the boxes are telling me it should be here. This seems very low though. Yeah, the actual line is here. Alright. I'll just let it do its thing. It's got time. So weird that the actual mission boxes, the track for that is so far off. The actual what's in the flight plan. Let it do its thing, see how it gets on. Why do you want me to go that way? I guess because click on that. No, we're kind of good. It is sitting, I've set it to sit at 2,350 feet and it is sitting there. I'm wondering if it's just trying to get lined up with this. But we are getting closer to the airport. There we go. There she blows. Horizon Airlines Cargo. So this is taking me direct to, not to where the, I suppose the, well, it depends where it wants me to approach from. Now we're good, we'll leave it as such. We're sort of skirting the coastline here. Cargo looks all good. I just need to check something though. I'm just gonna check this because this might be a disaster. Because I use F9 to stop and start recordings. Keyboard, search by input, go back to assigned. I'm looking for F9 in here, which is a pest. Yeah, control plus toggle autopilot, so that's fine. Because you also need to hold control down as well. But anyone that's just F9 on its own, whether it be a main function or a secondary function, is bad. Because as soon as I push it, and it's normally assigned to shutting down the engine, which I obviously don't want to do. Right, nothing on the left side. Let's have a look. Now I do normally, before recording this, I'd set this to be off. But as soon as I load in a new mission, it loads it back on. F6, F7, F8, that's totally fine. F1, F2, that's totally fine. Directional buttons, F6, F8, F3 through F7, that's fine. I don't see an F9. Oh wait, there you go. Set mixture lean. Absolutely not. So the secondary, I want that deleted. I want it applied to, I want it set as default. Okay, so I never want this to be assigned to anything. Escape and go back. Resume. Alright, we'll come back when we're a bit closer to the airport. Okay, so we're back. The Autopilot has been doing a bang up job. We're about 10 kilometers away from the airport. We will have to ask for landing clearance pretty shortly. We're in descent, here we go. I'm gonna switch the Autopilot off. So we'll get the alarm here. That's totally fine.
Alpha, Delta traffic Cessna 5 Romeo. Whiskey Papa, Whiskey 5 miles north, 2,000 feet inbound to land runway 25.
Yeah, I had the aircraft on a sort of slow descent down to 2,000 feet, and it was holding the nav track. It's pretty bang on. It's G1000. We'll give credit where credit is due. Alright, so we'll follow the traffic pattern in, so we're swinging round to the right. I'm going to bring RPMs down to about 1700. I guess I don't need to do that. The altitude, I can just set this to 0. There you go, lock, and then that'll start flashing, which it didn't. That's alright. Alright, so here we go. Oh my god, is that the runway and that trees over there? A bit brutal. Alright, give me a notch of flaps. Still a bit fast for flaps. There you go. And then it's quite an abrupt downward left turn. Oh, the runway is basically just a strip of grass in between some trees. That's interesting. Uh-oh. Chat off. Give me another notch of flaps. Notch of flaps. Flight final, we're at final. Oh god, we're high. We're really high.
Foxtrot Mike Alpha, Delta traffic Cessna 5 Romeo. Whiskey Papa Whiskey is on final runway 25 to land.
We are really high here. Yeah, these boxes are often deceiving and where they want you to sort of come in at. Ooh, there's a... What the hell is that? There's something sticking out on the runway. I'm glad I noticed that because I was going to land there. This glider down. Land on runway 25. This is runway 25. I'm confused. Was that not runway 25? This is the runway, right? Oh, I'm going to go back to this thing because I want to see what the hell it is. This is the runway. Is it not the runway? It kind of looks like the runway. I landed there. Is that the runway there? I have no idea. Oh, I'm not going to get an S for this one. Yeah, there's like a little bridge here. And this is where I want to stop. Because this is the only sign of civilization I can actually see. Yeah, exit the runway. I just exited the runway there. So I did land on the runway. Stupid game. And I shut down the engine. I totally did land on the runway though. Undesignated landing. Everything else was 92%. Oh, I still got an S. Cargo integrity 95%. You telling me one of those stupid cardboard boxes was broken? Everything else was perfect. I don't agree with this. That should be 100. Oh well, I'll take an S. I think you need S mission ratings for some of the other cargo stuff later. Villy-Lenore. Took 26,000 quid for that job and left me with 2,000 something. Thank you. We just skipped about 2 ranks there, so that's fine, I'll take it. I want to do another cargo mission, because the aerial advertising needs a flight scene or skydiving mission. That's totally fine. Well, actually, we'll see if there is a flight scene mission, and then... Is there one here? There's a ferry flight. A cadet back up the road here. A Cessna. 990 credits, that's low. 2,150 for that. We're now in a very weird part of the world. I've been sort of working my way to joining these 2 areas up. Cessna, Cessna. You do get like the... That's these ones I'm looking for. Give me that. Scenery is loading in best it can. Flight design CTSL. There was one I did see with the Vision plane. The one that's basically a bubble. With 2 engines strapped to the back, with an engine strapped to the back of it. Cessna, 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 bloody Cessna. Cessna, yeah, 172 Skyhawk. Something. Yep, okay, yep. Where are you? I saw it earlier and I'm super annoyed that I can't now see it again. Right, we're heading up into France and I know for a fact that this mission is in Italy. I think we need to come down this way a touch. Ooh, 6 grand, but it's an hour and 30 minutes. Alright, are there more box missions? There is a box mission here, look. Jesus. 7,450 for an hour of flight up to Zurich. I'm looking for something short-ish. An hour and 30, that's long. Give me this. Now, box mission, 1 hour, 1 hour. What? Flight scene. That's a flight scene mission. It's only 30 minutes. It is in a Skyhawk. Adrenaline jump next to Arnsberg. That's 30 minutes as well. Deliver an aircraft to Waldron. 30 minutes. Cessna. Yeah, it's all Cessna stuff. Ferry flight taking David and his mom above Romansville. Sorry, David and his mum. We're on other stuff. Cessna. All sort of Cessna stuff. Alexander Hamilton Memorial Park Tour. Is there any box missions down here? There are. Standard air freight. Okay. From Darlington. Looks like. Is there one up here? Alright. Oh my god. White Hills to somewhere all the way down there. That's excessive. I'd like to go up to here. But everything here will be IFR. Even though it says it's VFR, I can guarantee it. That's a first flight. Might do this in St. James's Park flight seeing tour, because it is a flight seeing tour. Let's do it. It's only 10 minutes apparently. I'll take it. 10 minutes. And that gets us on to the banner towing, which we'll do in the next episode. I've got 15 grand. I need another 15 grand, or I want at least another 15 grand before I get my own company. But I'll see, because I think it says that you need 20. And I want to do air freight. Air freight is going to be where it's at. Right, accept that mission. Is St. James's Park even going to be on here? Is it its own modelled individual building? I don't know. We shall see. How long is this going to take? Ages? Probably. Alright, we're back. So flight scene over St. James's Park. It doesn't pay much, but it is a flight scene mission, so we can get that checked off. And then get into the banner towing, which is over in sunny Florida. I believe for the first mission. Oh god. Remove the chocks, please. In we go. Back in the old 172. Let's request boarding.
Ready for boarding.
We sure are.
Roger.
Hey, you get a show on the road. Who the hell is this guy? And then cue cringy eye. Oh no, start the engine first and then it's cringy eye.
Hey Captain, looks like a good day for sightseeing.
It sure
For
does.
today's scenic flight, you're soaring over Newcastle upon tying with Sophie and one of her relatives.
We
If
sure
the
are.
seatbelts are fastened, you're set.
This must be an
Captain,
airstrip
let's make
just
this
outside
flight one to
Newcastle.
remember for everyone.
Right. Request taxi, please and thank you. Oh, the taxi line is going, but
Newcastle ground Cessna Golf. Kilo India, Mike Romeo with uniform request taxi for takeoff departure to the south.
this is actual Newcastle airport.
Cessna Golf. Kilo India, Mike Romeo Taxi 2 and hold short of runway 07 via taxiway Foxtrot, cross runway 25 Bravo Bravo 2 Alpha Tree Alpha Alpha 2. Contact tower on 119.705 when ready.
Alright, cool. That was a lot. Hold short. Alright, so it wants me to go left here. Is there anything directly on my left? No.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 07 using taxiway Foxtrot cross runway 25 Bravo Bravo 2, Alpha Tree Alpha, Alpha 2 Cessna, India Mike Romeo. So happy to be here, Captain. I'm Sophie, nice to meet you.
Sophie sounds like a dude.
It's awesome hanging out with you today.
What? Why does Sophie sound like a man? If I let them know that I'm crossing runway whatever, live traffic isn't on. It's quite a large airport. Oh yeah, we're just crossing over here. Yeah, I don't apparently have to say that I'm crossing this runway. The arrows are all over the place here. Entered runway without announcement. I knew it! I absolutely knew that was going to be a thing. Or was the hold short somewhere up there? I don't know.
I admit I don't really want to be here right now, but I got to challenge myself a bit, right?
Yeah, she wanted me to cross and then continue down this way, which is what we're actually doing. There you go, Bravo and Bravo, okay. Bravo and Bravo 2. This is the way we were supposed to go. Why did it want me to enter the runway, hold on the runway, and then move across onto the next taxiway? That's kind of stupid. There was a random thing there floating in the air for 2 seconds. Just above the terminal. I don't know if you guys actually saw it. That was weird. Yeah, it's sort of making it look like we've already entered the runway. That was so weird. Oh well, maybe I'll hang a left here and then just get going. Nothing on the left. Nothing on the right. Take off from runway 7. Right, here we go. And we are off. Oh. There's a little bit of wind here. Why are the what's going on with this taxi?
My heart's pounding louder than the engine.
That would be pretty loud there, Sophie, if it was. I have a bottle of water in front of my screen. I can't see my flaps position. Right, it's at 0. That's fine.
Cessna India Mike Romeo, continue for south departure.
I will do.
Tower Cessna Golf.
Oh.
Kilo India Mike Romeo, continue for south departure.
Alright, let's meet my 750 feet. Flight St. James's Park, which is over there. There's no one sitting in the front with me. That's good. I prefer it when they sit in the back. Because some of those AI generated faces could be kind of creepy. Alright, it's almost 7 kilometers. That's going to be fine.
Can't wait to show my photos to my friends. Everyone's gonna want to book a flight.
That's good. Keep them coming. It's more money for us. Oh, it actually is modelled. I can sort of see it from here. Wasn't there in 2020 a stadiums pack? Or a patch that sort of put like famous stadiums in. I don't know if St James's Park would be famous enough to merit its own model, but we'll see when we get a look at it. If it renders in. Everything seems to be rendering in fine today.
So clear and detailed.
It is actually clear and detailed. This is the first day since release where it's actually been really nice to fly. Everything is loading in, everything looks really good. Whatever they did to the servers over the weekend is sort of been really good. Right, I need to slow down a lot, so I'm just gonna pitch up here. I'm gonna basically almost kill the engine. Because I need to slow down, because it's gonna be 133, which is about 85 knots.
I see the city. Look over here.
Is that a stadium there? Or is it just a park around with some houses, some buildings around it? I don't know what's going on with this. That's weird. Yeah, speed of 152 kilometers. So the hybrid system should be in feet, and this should be in knots. But it's normally 133, so I think we can deal with 152.
Leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Oh, no frequency change, because I'm just coming back in like a few seconds, lady.
Newcastle Tower, Cessna Golf. Kilo India, Mike Romeo frequency change.
There we go. Where's St James? Oh, it's there. It actually looks really good. Well, that's pretty decent.
Every detail is loud and clear from up here.
Uh-oh. It won't let me. There we go. Maintain 1,200 feet. What? I meant 1,200. There you go. That's better. We'll lose points for that. But I just need to complete a sightseeing tour. It doesn't have to be a great score. Well, that's pretty neat, actually. I'm actually trying to think what St James's Park looks like in real life.
It's rolling out the red carpet for us.
Sophie, why do you sound like a guy? Wait, is this tour not done? I have to go around this multiple times. That's pretty neat.
Wow. Time bridge here, you were finally.
Oh wait, we're going to Tyne Bridge. No. This was supposed to be St James's Park only. Ooh, set an altitude of 1,000 and speed at 152. Wait. So we're basically here. Yeah, okay. That's why it's so short, because the distance between the viewing... I need to get down. I need to lose speed. Alright, so I'm at altitude. I just need to lose speed before entering this thing. So this is actually sightseeing. There will be 3 sights to see, but they're just very close to each other. Right, come on. I'm below 80 knots. That should be below 152. There you go. And then stay at 1,000 feet. Up you come. There you go. The bridges are actually modelled pretty decently as well. The sim just feels so much better today. That's pretty neat, actually.
Scenery. Stunning.
we go. There's the bridges. Neat. Yeah, the sim is loading in way better today.
What a sightseeing tour. Get ready. Here come some crazy photos.
Crazy photos en route. Fly around Town Bridge. So what's the third? What the hell else would you want to see in Newcastle?
Look, it's better than a postcard.
Angel in the North. Okay, that makes sense. But it's a little bit further out. We're 6 nautical miles. It's just outside Newcastle on the south side. That's pretty neat. So even though your tour says it's going to be not as long, you still will have 3 actual sightseeing things to do.
Sunrise must be something else. And you can see it anytime you want, Captain.
What do you mean you can see the sunrise anytime you want? It's kind of stupid because you can almost see the sun rises when it rises. And then once that moment is gone, you have to wait for the next day. Aye, this is way better. Everything is rendering in so much better. It's going to be 152 again, or 153, whatever it was. Yeah, altitude needs to be 1300, so we need to come down and get below 80 knots. So let's say we're good for altitude. Come on, 83, 82, there you go. Right, we're in the zone. Just need to hold it here. I actually want to see this. I want to see if this is modeled incorrectly. There it is. It's actually there. It's pretty neat. Yeah, cool. So there is actually quite a few things to see in Newcastle. It could be better if you could get lower down. Ah, great. The wing strut is in the way there. So that's its very own individual asset. That's cool. It's not just a generic building that they've put in the place of the actual statue. It is the actual statue. Right, so 2 out of the 3 were perfect.
Newcastle Tower Cessna Golf. Kilo India Mike Romeo is 8 miles southeast 1,300 feet with uniform to land.
Cessna Golf, Kilo India Mike Romeo Newcastle Tower. QNH 101 tree make left downwind runway 07.
No problem.
Enter left traffic runway 07 Cessna India, Mike Romeo.
This is 10 kilometers away. Was it that far away when we started? Oh yeah, because we're further. Yeah, okay. There you go. There's Newcastle. Newcastle's looking pretty neat.
I like the way you multitask, Captain. Talking on the radio while flying the plane. It's impressive.
Thanks. I guess. So yeah, there's the railway line. There's the railway station. Something you don't ever get in this is trains. You always get the cars moving along the roads and stuff. Yeah, this is way better. I can actually see details on individual buildings rather than everything just being a blurred mess. So that's really cool. Right, back in we go. Yeah, we are way off course. I always find it difficult to keep the plane sort of straight and narrow when I'm on that outside view.
This is so much more amazing than I expected.
We're not respecting the condition of the aircraft by going into the red lines with our RPM. Oops. It's alright, it's fine. This ain't mine. I only get about 900 quid for this. I'm hoping that the banner tone gives us like real money. Now I wonder, are you going to penalise me for flying over this runway? I don't know.
The size of the landmarks is so different than from the air. They feel close enough to touch.
Gonna move that up out. Normally if you fly over these runways without announcing or fly into their airspace without telling them you're there, you get penalised for it. But I'm not.
Airport information Victor 16000 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15. Dew point 1 tree. QNH 101 tree 25. ILS runway 07 in use. Landing and departing runway 07. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Victor. Newcastle Airport information Victor
No.
16000
Enough of you.
Wind calm. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15. Dew point 1 tree. QNH 101 tree 25. ILS runway 07 in use. Landing and departing runway 07. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact.
I'm not doing this loop and coming around. I'm just gonna cut into this
Airport
box.
Information Victor 1600 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15.
Uh-oh.
Dew point 1 tree. QNH 101 tree 25. ILS runway 07 in use. Landing and departing runway 07.
This is broken.
VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Victor.
Right, bring it power
Newcastle
right down.
Airport information Victor 1600 Zulu. Wind calm.
That's totally
Visibility
broken.
9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15. Dew point 1 tree. QNH 101 tree 25.
I'm trying to bleed off some
ILS
speed here.
runway 07 in use.
Get flaps down.
Cleared to land runway
There you
07
go.
Cessna India Mike Romeo.
That's better. I'm gonna go low going through these boxes. Because they always sort of spit you out a bit high. There you go, nice and easy. Not much turbulence or anything going on here. It's quite nice actually. You just needed to make sure I was actually landing on the runway. No, we're good. Maybe a bit hard.
Cessna India Mike Romeo, turn next taxiway.
Okay. Needed to slow down a lot there.
Cessna India Mike Romeo, contact ground on 121.7 tree.
Will do. Wait, why couldn't I?
Going to 121.7 tree Cessna India Mike Romeo. Newcastle ground Cessna Golf. Kilo India Mike Romeo taxi to parking.
What's this fuel truck doing? It's creeping me out.
Golf. Kilo
Welcome
India
back,
Mike
guys.
Romeo taxi to General
Sophie, did you
Aviation,
enjoy?
parking using taxiway
Ready to do it
Foxtrot.
again?
Big thrills and insane views over St. James.
Oh, thanks, lady.
Again.
Thanks for speaking over ATC there. I don't know where the hell I'm going now. Ah, bollocks, man. Yeah, because she was speaking. Why? Don't hot mic the radios like that. It'd be cool if that was a thing. Hot micing, so if two people are speaking at once, you don't hear anything.
That was a great session. You really nailed it with the clients. Keep
Yeah.
it up.
Good. Ding, ding, ding. Landed smooth in the 38. Jesus, that's low. Everything went perfectly during this flight. When I'm into my landing smoothness, I know why. We were going way too low and I basically just dropped out the sky at the last second there. So I know what happened there. But we don't need landing smoothness for anything else. We've got enough landing smoothness to progress with what we actually want. You don't get a no skip bonus for this. That sucks. 570 quid, really? And we've got a tiny little bit of rep. But yeah, very, very low paying mission that. But haha. Banner tooling is unlocked. So I need IFR for this. Search and rescue, the tail wheel endorsement in level 20, which we'll get. perform landings with an airplane on soft runways or bush, which you still need to sort of do. Cargo transport medium, instrument rating, turboprop rating. We'll get these. Level 25 should come, and perform cargo missions we will do, and then we'll be into this stuff. But that's cool, and I'm a bit closer to getting my company up and running. And we'll do the banner towing mission in the next one. So we'll leave it there for that episode. As always, if you did watch this and you'd like to leave a like, comment, or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there's more you'd like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny Man, this is Flight Sim 2024, and I will catch you later.